What is up, everybody? This is a new fucking thing I'm going to do every Wednesday. It's called the Hump Day. What is Hump Day exactly? Hump Day is, it's the middle of the week. It's Wednesday. We're getting over the hump of the week so we can go into the fucking weekend and, you know, do whatever. So this is kind of a new thing I'm going to do, middle of the week, Hump Day. Hope you like the fucking thumbnail, by the way, which, I try to get ChatGPT to make it. Hold on, I fucking muted the Discordians. So I try to get ChatGPT to make this thumbnail for me. I'm like, hey, can you make the dog humping the leg? Which is a situation I actually dealt with not too long ago. This motherfucker. I went to somebody's house and this dog would not stop humping people. And ChatGPT wouldn't do it, so I had to put it together. And I did extend its wiener. Just so you guys know. Just a little tasteful extension on that. So I hope you enjoy that thumbnail. Hump Day. It's the middle of the fucking week. So what I'm going to do is just answer questions, talk trading. I'm going to review a trade I took today. And see where this fucking goes. Is this even public? Am I even on the right fucking account? I guess I am. Oh, there's people in here. Okay. So somebody asked me about team trading. Let me actually pull this up. The question is, I have a question regarding how team trading should be approached when everyone is using different trading styles. That's a great fucking question. Let me pull up Chronic's journal real quick. Prop trades. Let's see if this shit fucking works. Yeah, it's working. This is Chronic's trading from yesterday. Let's see where his account is overall. So I've been team trading with Chronic. There is no page filter. Bullshit, there ain't. Ah, there it is. There's like a bug in here. There we go. It should fix it. That's all of his trades. This is where he's sitting right now. That's too much to look at. So team trading, if you're not familiar, I've been coaching another prop trader named Chronic. This is really the first coaching guy. I can hear and see you. What's up, dude? Yo. So the question is about team trading. How do you team trade with different approaches? So Chronic and I have very similar MOs, right? I made this Obsidian file really with everybody. Where the hell is it? It's funny because more traders are taking this. Chronic and I are very similar. He's a 7, 2, 5, 6 or some shit like that. So we're very similar. And other guys have been taking MOs like Yuki and stuff, more systematic. So I'm not sure team trading is going to work with other traders who don't have very similar MOs. I don't know if that's entirely true. I just happen to get lucky and Chronic has the same MO with me. I have a YouTube video on it. It's the way you approach stuff. Some of you guys are really systematic. So I had a bunch of traders take this fucking test, by the way, for those of you who want to know. And we kind of dialed in how they should be approaching their trading. So I'm going with Chronic. Our money partner's futures desk. Unfortunately, he needs to make $3,000 to get funded. So it is a combine. Once he passes, we'll have a live account. It's a joint account. They give me my split, and then Chronic gets his split. So he was up here, and then he needed my help. And then, obviously, when I started helping him, his account fucking floundered. However, you kind of look at this and go, oh, fat cat, you really fucked him. That's not true. Chronic says this is the longest he ever kept a combine alive for. And when I looked at all of his trades individually as it was kind of going up, it was very turbulent trading. It was pretty nasty, and I would say some of this may have been getting lucky. He didn't know my system 100%, and then when we sat down, we started trading my system. Now, there were a few days where I let him trade on his own, and he fucked it. He fucked the account a little bit. But as we came in, it is going up a little bit. Monday was a tough day. He didn't trade today. Yesterday, he had a 100% win rate. He's getting more 100% win rates, and we are team trading, so he is looking at my system, my style. And Malik, you asked the question about how does team trading work. You've watched the coffee videos where Chronic is sitting with me, so you should be able to hear him. When we look at Sierra charts. So what I have is on Sierra chart, there's chart book sharing. I connect it and I share the interface. So when I zoom in like this, it starts to zoom in on his Sierra charts. When I zoom out, it zooms out. Now, if I go to the 30-second chart, it won't do that. He has to go to the 30-second. But if he's on the 30-second and I zoom in, it'll zoom in. And the moment I start drawing shit like this, he sees it. So as far as the team trading goes, he's seeing what I'm seeing, and it's almost like he's looking at what I'm looking at. He's starting to call out stuff that I don't see. Like yesterday, there was a big V flush. Let me actually show you guys where that would be. It was yesterday. Or let me go to the 30-minute. So the 30-minute had a range here. This, we were trading, and then it V-flushed here, and we were watching a smaller time frame. There it is. And he noticed that we noticed that it was changing character right here, like the patterns were shifting. And I had drawn out smaller V-flushes, and he goes, hey man, this looks like a V-flush. And he took it, but unfortunately he couldn't hold the trade because he can't make too much money. Here, his original profit target was 2,200. Now it's 3,000 because he went over, right? And I know some of you guys are like, oh, that sucks. Well, it's just like how in control of your trades are you? So as far as team trading goes, I think it's going to be really tough with different MOs. I think that traders are going to have to get split up to specific groups. Chronic and I happen to be on the same page. He's seeing what I'm seeing. He's calling out shit that I didn't see. I call out shit he didn't see. It's actually benefiting my trading, which is interesting. If you have a radically different system, it's going to be tough. So for now, working with guys that trade like me, and then passing that edge down to other guys who are doing it a bit different. I mean, that's what S&B Capital does. They put people on the specific teams and they share the edge with everybody else. So it's going to be tough. I am live. Comments are off. I don't know if you want to able to interact on YouTube or not. I don't know. People said comments here. I got it, 2 of them. I think it works because you are both looking at the same things with the same system. Yes, he also wants to replicate me 100%. So, you know, he works too, so. But also what we've been doing is we go through the book of charts, which I'm going to go ahead and review my session today. Hold on, this motherfucker. Let me log into my shit. So what we've been doing is, as of this week, we review the book of charts. You guys will watch me do a screenshot of this. I took one trade today. It was a slam dunk. We do book of charts for like 15 minutes, and then I have him drill to get good mouse control. We obviously have a lot of meditations going on throughout the session, and he's doing meditations for me as well. And I'm getting him into a position to where he can start to teach you guys. This is obviously a monumental fucking task to get another trader consistent. So as far as team trading goes, man, I don't know. I think also it's going to bother some people. Like some of you guys are going to be like, "Oh, that's too much chatter." If you hear me get a good trade or one of these other guys is in a trade, it might start to trigger you to want to take a trade. And you're like, I don't want to do this. Well, you should, because, like, I don't know. If I had it my way, I'd have a bunch of screaming babies in the background and a bunch of women nagging you. And you have to trade through all that. I think if you can trade through a shitload of distractions and stay focused, I think that takes you to another level. So I think being able to be in an environment where there's chatter and you learn to deal with it, but obviously not bullshitting. You know, not bullshitting about random shit. Just stay on topic. What's going on? What do I see? I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Team trading. But anyways, my tradecraft is not fucking loading as well. So we're going to look at some trades, which this is the first trade here. Give me just a second, guys. I'd like this to fucking load up. And then we'll kind of just do some screenshots or some shit. Anyways. Okay, so let's look at today's trade, which was... what? It was like 2,900 or some shit. Yeah. This doesn't have commissions on it. It was like 29 something. I'm going to tag it with the Tradecraft software. So first things first, I came in late because I didn't have a coaching session with Chronic, and I'm like, you know what? I'm fucking sleeping in. So here's a daily chart. What do I notice that's happening on the daily chart? Let's get a screenshot of it. So I'm using something called Flame Shot, by the way. It's really fucking solid. So this is 1 day. Daily. So what do we notice is going on in this region? Well, it's not a range, but it may evolve into a slip range. So it came down, and now it's starting to push up. Obviously, there was something about tariffs today. I don't know. Market's been in an uptrend, at least when I sat down. So when I look at this, it's like, well, shit, it could go either fucking direction. That's my initial thought, and then I'm going to just put it in here for my book of charts. So the next thing I do is, this is the 30-minute. I don't need a screenshot of this. I just kind of noticed that it's ripping hard. So there's a range here Let me actually flame shot it so you guys can see it. There's a range here. And this range has been about 2-3 days, maybe. We'll just say 3-day range because it's 3 RTH sessions. Possible measure move out. What's a measured move? So typically when a range breaks out, it goes about the body width as it comes out. Okay. So I do see a breakout. Let me put this in Tradecraft, paste from clipboard, upload. So this is 30-minute. Let's go back to that daily. So the range is going to be right in here. Right? Price action is very fractal. So see that big red bar? You can barely probably see it. That's right here. So we know there's a pretty defined range at this point. And then once I went to the 30-second, I'm like, oh, shit. Here's the 30-second. I sit down, I'm like, this son of a bitch isn't an uptrend. Like, that is... sometimes uptrends are real fucking nasty and shitty looking. What's up, gentlemen in YouTube? Sometimes these uptrends are really nasty and shitty looking. They steamroll or whatever, but this thing is really... It really looks like a good uptrend, right? And my theory is the trend is... The trend is kind of your friend, right? Because here's the problem. See this pullback? That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 points, which is fucking huge. You don't just buy the dip and sell the rip because, you know, 25 points times 4 ticks per point. That's 100 fucking tick pullback, man. You know, if I'm trading a 12 lot, that's 15 fucking grand of potential drawdown if I'm wrong. I mean, that's ridiculous. This is why I scalp. Still want to be careful with the trend, but if you guys are trading combines, yeah, dude, this is a new thing. Wednesday hump days. Live streams every fucking Wednesday. Or are we just going to bullshit about whatever the fuck? I'm going to try not to cough in the fucking mic. But, yeah, this is a real big problem. I mean, you could really get fucked up on trying to buy and hold this thing. So let's keep... This is a recording of my trades. Okay, I go long here. So at the point of the 30-second... Look at this giant fucking reclaim. The son of a bitch is just like... I'm like, all right, this motherfucker is really going up. So then I go back to the 30-minute, which I'm like, there's liquidity here. Okay. So let me actually go to that on Sierra charts. They've already done fucking breached it. It's obviously coming back in. So this is a liquidity zone. Double tops, triple tops, 30-minute. See how flat it is right on these bars? 1, 2, 3. Over the course of like how many hours? Really, it's right here. But still, about a hour period it would defend here, and then it kind of came just a few ticks. What is this at? 35.25. Yeah, just a few ticks it rotated there, so I would still consider it a triple top. You know, 2 hours later or whatever. So that's a liquidity zone. So they were just kind of ripping up in the session, and to me it's like, okay, they may go through this. Because I want to know... Uh-oh, shit, what the fuck is going on? I want to know what's... So there's more reclaim here, which there's a YouTube video on it. Where's Mike Bella Fury picture? Did you throw it? Dude, that shit's been gone for years, man. I moved. It got lost in my move, and then I drew it by hand. So some of my older videos, you can see where I drew it by hand, and it was on the wall back there. I'll just show you what my background looks like. This is a huge green screen wall. Like the whole fucking thing. Let me take off. Chroma key. Yeah. So, I'll show you. I can't really put shit on the wall. So the floor, this is the floor. Like, let me throw Womack on it. So that's the corner. There's these corner pieces in there that are made out of plastic, so it makes it round. And then right here is like the corner of the wall. So you're looking at the corner of a room, and I can't put pictures or shit back there. So that's why it's like this now. Also, Mike Bellafury in one of my videos saw, I think it's the Art of the Trade video or something. I basically make a fucking, like, comedic sketch where I'm worshipping him. Like a cult leader. And he saw it and he commented on it. And I'm like, oh shit. So I'm like, I'm just not going to mess with that. Huh? This specific room I'm in, it takes up almost the entire fucking room. ES we're on. So there's no Mike Bellafury. I lost the pictures in the move, hand drew it, and then I did green screen and just made this background. But ES is the instrument. Anyways, looking back at this trade, reclaim here, there's a video on that, and I'm like, okay, they may be gunning down this liquidity at this point. So I kind of get in a bit early. I go for 30s. But they're so close to that liquidity, which is kind of a mistake. Then I start to draw out patterns. So right here, I start to draw out all the patterns of why this will work. And I should screenshot it from here. Okay. So let me screenshot it and I'll show you why. Okay, so we'll do flame shot. This is chart number... Well, I didn't number it. Oh well. 10-second. So what we have going on is we have 1, 2, 3. So what you notice is there are 3 ranges, and they all puke upward, and they all have like flat bottoms almost. Like the bottoms are kind of staying flat. We'll examine it deeper. So 3 ranges with flat bottoms, all puking up. And then, yeah, we'll put that there. And then we have a few struggle grinds right here. This is what I call a struggle grind. You guys would call it a channel, okay? Those up channels, both of them are, well, one of them puked up. The other one looks like it could puke up before I get into the trade. I notice a struggle grind number 4 pukes up my entry at the top of number 5, which is a struggle grind up. Also, the day is also a trend day. Hold on. I hope I'm streaming the right fucking shit. If not, well, I'll show you guys. And then we'll do day is also a trend up. Plus on 30-minute we have a range break, and I'll go through all of this again. We have a range break. Then the daily could be in a big slip range. Okay, let me save that. Hopefully I showed that. I did. And I'll put it in here, paste from clipboard, upload, and we'll kind of just look at it again. What's up, Nick Pizza? He started having a green room set up. So now let's look at the trade. Well, now the struggle range is actually breaking when I get into this. Did I put a backside reclaim on myself? I did. Let me tag it. I haven't tagged it. So there is a higher time frame. We are going out. It is a trend. We are doing that. It's at 30 on the point. What time is this entered at? 12:08. I think this is going to be kind of aggressive on this trade. Yeah, so this is already breaking out that blue pattern. No, we hold it. I'm just going to get out at 35s. Could have held it for a push, but I'm like, that's a 5-point layup. I don't really take that many 5-point layups. Plus, I don't like trading all fucking day. I just like to get here and get the fuck out. And there's a P&L. Could have held it, but let's go to... do I show the Sierra charts again in this stream? I think I do. Let's screenshot this. It is also a 10-second chart. 10 second. It needs to be yellow. Shit. I just like nitpick the smallest shit. So my entry, I like to do this. My entry and my exit. I don't think I should have overheld it by any means. So my entry was here. My exit was right here. These arrows are a bit too beefy. Let's thin them up. Here. Here. Now, sometimes I'll do this. If I'm like, need to hold longer, which is a big problem I have, I'll put IX for ideal exit. And then I'll just do it on the chart, and I'll go like this or some shit. I can probably show you guys later. So that's the trade. I'm like, all right, I'm fucking done. I think it's a good trade. I don't think I really needed to hold it any more than that. So if we come in here, let's go to today. Second. Dude, my fucking... I guess yesterday was April Fool's. I have this fucking Toyota MR2 that I left at my mom's house because it needs some work, and I'm moving, and I just don't have the time to work on this car, right? And my stepdad's retired, and he kind of fucks with it. And my stepdad, he's old school boomer, you know, can't use a computer for shit. He can't use a fucking computer for shit. He doesn't. He just got a smartphone, right? And he texted me yesterday, and he goes, "We got a problem." And it's like, if this man is texting me that there's a fucking problem, there's a problem. Either my mom's dead or something happened. Because he doesn't communicate. And then my mom texts me. She's like, the MR2 got stolen. Sweetest, nicest fucking lady in the world. Right? So I call her. I'm like, did you guys file a police report? Man, I had this car since high school, and I just felt like my heart got ripped out. I'm like, did you guys file a police report? She goes, yeah. I go, well, the neighbors have cameras. Did you take a look at it? And she goes, oh, they're not home yet. And then she goes, April Fools! And then I cussed her out, but she laughed. I'm like, you fucking asshole. Because I talk like this in front of her. She thought it was so funny. Fucking April Fools, man. I should have tricked you guys. I should have done something. Anyways, here's the trade. What was I going to look at? Oh, the book of charts on it. Let's look at the book of charts. It's one trade. So let's kind of walk through this trade. Not a range, but it may evolve into a daily chart. Oh, Jesus, it always does that. So for me, I'm like, on the daily, it could go either way, right? Next trade, 30-minute. You can see over here on the left, it says 30M. 3-day range, possible measured move out. Again, if a range is breaking, that's been multiple days, and it looks like a range. If you're looking at a price action and you're like, I don't know if that's a fucking range, it's not a range. It might turn into a range, but this, to me, looks like a range. If it's breaking out, it could potentially go. Then we go to the 30. Well, this is the 10-second. I didn't screenshot the 30-second. When I looked at the 30-second, it was clearly a fucking trend. And it's one of those trendy trends that sometimes we have trends and they're like, eh. But it was a real trendy trend. That's kind of why I like coming in late day, especially on a trend day or some shit. It's like, oh. Then we have the repeat patterns. We got a micro range, break up. Micro range, fucking stop doing that. Break up. Micro range, break up. So 1, 2, and 3, same pattern. I'm getting a lot of these repeating patterns and breakouts. Number 4 and number 5 look the same. We're getting these channel ups. I call them struggle grinds. So I decide I'm going to go for the son of a bitch, which we do. I'm like, I'm going to ride it into the liquidity zone. Again, there's a liquidity zone here on the 30-minute, which I showed earlier. So I'm like, that's kind of my target. They go through it. They do stop run it a bit. And let's see where the fuck we are now. By pulling up Sierra charts. And then it fucking has just absolutely collapsed. As you can see. So sometimes they'll do that shit. It's a V flush. They stop run liquidity. If you guys remember the how I make trading decision videos, Let me figure this out. My system. Everybody wants this. I'm going to put it in a blog so you guys can get it. Where the fuck am I at? Okay, liquidity. Are they trying to take liquidity? They're V-flushing it, and it could be a reversal. Which is what they did here. They basically stop run, and then it comes back in. The better, I mean, obviously with that trade, there was a lot of story to it. The more shit where you're looking at all the time frames and you're like, well, this and this looks good, and these agree here, the better the trade. And I've talked to some long-time trading veterans. There's one I talked to in real life. One of my friends' fathers is a arbitrage trader since '87. He won't be on the show or anything, and he can't trade without going through banks for some reason. But emotional control and just having the best story. He said the better your story is, like if you think it's going to go up just because, that's not good enough. Like if you can really break it down. And it looks like when they came up here, we'll kind of just analyze it. So we have a change in character here. So at this point, if I was watching this, because I'm like, I'm fucking done. There is no like channel low. Really like that since really kind of back here. Really, there's no channel low that looks like that. Either way, this to me is a change in character. Hey, Fat Cat, you banned me from your Discord. Oh, I remember you. I highly regret being such an asshole to you. Would you consider to unban? Dude, man. Bro, the amount of fucking lack of peace you caused in that fucking trading room and the way you talked to me was so fucking disrespectful. You showed your true character, and first impression is everything. The way you were. Oh, and by the way, you're the one who dismissed fucking team trading, and we're fucking doing it with another prop trader, and we're documenting it. And the way you dismissed it, and the way you were just so disgusting and nasty, fuck no. You're going to stay banned. Actually, I think I want to ban you here, but since you apologize, I won't ban you here, but you're not welcome back. Your behavior and the way you talked to me was absolutely dis-fucking-respectful, and I just will not let you back in. It was, you know what? Thank you for reminding me. I think I'm going to get rid of you now. Let's see. Goodbye. Ah, fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. If somebody's going to be disrespectful to you, like, I do so much for the goddamn community. If somebody's going to roll in and be disrespectful right off the fucking rip, and then they're going to apologize, because this guy wanted broker statements, and then I finally gave it to somebody else, and then he changes his tune, right? And then he's going to be fucking nice all of a sudden. But he's going to be disgusting before that. I'm sorry. This guy's attitude, it's just, no. When somebody shows you who they are the first time, you better trust that. That's kind of like your fucking girlfriend cheats on you and she apologizes, and then she just cheats on you again. I'm not... fuck that guy. Just what's happening. I just had some fucking guy I banned many months ago on my Discord who is absolutely causing havoc and just trying to fucking create chaos. And meanwhile, we're trying to have a peaceful thing, and everybody's working on their systems, and I'm trying to build a prop for him, and I'm going to have Chronic on here, who's my prop trader that I'm training, who's going to share with you his experience. Those that are in the Discord, which it's open right now, you guys can like watch us trade together like every fucking day. I'm trying to help people out, and when I got somebody coming in and just destroying this community I'm trying to cultivate and all that, and really trying to help people figure out what they're doing their own way. I don't have time for that shit. And I just, it's just if somebody creates the drama, it's best to get rid of it. Plain and simple. Let's see. I had an ex-girlfriend like that, always apologize. Yup, I had one too. Actually, if you remember when I used to live in or trade out of the closet, some of my old episodes, I sold that place because my girlfriend did cheat on me. Multiple times, actually. And the first time I was pissed and shit. I wanted to keep that duplex. We had a duplex. Like, we owned it. And I was trying to figure out how do I get her the fuck off the deed. And it didn't work. So, and I was so wrapped up in trading and shit. It's just I kind of lived with it, which is a mistake when I look back at that. Should have never done that, but yeah, they'll apologize and then they fucking do it again. I mean, the moment somebody crosses you, I don't know. Second chances, sometimes it's good for some people, but I can love you from a distance. I'll let you have your second chance or whatever, but I'm not going to be involved in that. You know what I mean? Don't mess with Fat Cat. I'm just... this guy was a real piece of shit. I give chances to my family always. That's the thing. Family's a tough one, man. Sometimes family will just, like, take advantage of you. Hello. Hey, baby, I'm streaming in front of 2 million people. You want to come on the camera? No? Say hi.
Oh, baby.
Say hi.
Hi.
No, come here. Come here. Say hi.
Hi.
All right. There's not 2 million people. Hey, there's really not 2 million people. There's 2,000,001 actually. Yeah, she just showed up. Number 1 Furu Trading, that's Chewy. He's gonna be one of the prop guys. Yeah, but anyways, just going over trades. Where's the Discord link? If you go to one of the more recent YouTube videos, I'll just kind of fucking help you out here. Let me fucking dig it the fuck out. I can't see shit. Let me go to the... but yeah, we trade with Chronic. Here, I'm going to post it. I think this is it. Yeah, this should be it. Let me give it to you. I'm going to post it in this chat. Otherwise, there's usually links and videos. There will be one at this point. Yeah, there's guys sitting with me in the Discord right now. Usually there's a group of guys that is always here. Like, I think it's one thing to, like, talk about how good you are in trading or whatever, but I think a real testament of my abilities is to get other guys good, and that's the thing. Like with Chronic, he doesn't pay me. I literally am working with him every day he has off from work. He's gonna come on the show, and we looked at his journal earlier. And I know there's more new guys in here. Let me pull up his journal and shit. I want to document what is it like, what does it take, can I get other guys good at this, like, truly. And that's the thing, because once he's funded, because we're using the futures desk for their money, and they're splitting us, and it's almost like we're trading a joint account. And we are team trading, by the way. Let's see if this son of a bitch works. Let me pull up his. And I still need to build out a master dash where I can, how do you put it? Monitor all the traders. But that's the thing. It's like a 50-50 split. But, like, I'm more motivated to help a trader if his performance is based off my performance. And I take a lot of upfront risk. I've helped a lot of people, and they disappear up front. So there's a lot of upfront risk, but also I'm going to push him harder. I just want to see if I can do it. I don't know what's going to fucking happen. Okay. It seems promising. It seems like a lot of these theories and the hypnosises and everything I'm sharing with you guys, I'm using it on other traders. How well does it work? Is it a just me thing, or does it work well with other traders? Oh, it's on global filter level. That's why. So this is where his P&L is now. And I do want to just sort of talk about like his trades and shit. This was Monday. He had a rough go at it on Monday. I traded well on Monday. Oh, yeah, I remember Monday was a simple fucking mistake, too. Let me actually... I want to talk about his trade. Does he have the screenshots in here? I think he does. Yeah, here's his trades. This is what I love about this fucking software. We can actually just watch him. Okay, so we're team trading... let's see. Let me see. You pronounced Discord funny. Yeah, probably. Been watching you almost every day over a year. I feel like something shifted in the last few months where you started putting up your figure. Says like clockwork. What changed in your opinion? I have gotten substantially better. So I was I can't keep switching between journals because I have problems. It takes forever to load. There's Tarukan floating in the TV set. I was trading and I did well, and then I would only review bad days, which I would come back the next day and crush it. For instance, on Monday, Chronic had a bad day. We reviewed it. He was upset. He was having one of those sessions where it's kind of like one of those days where one thing happens after another. You know, you stub your toe, somebody cuts you off in traffic, you get fucking a stain on your shirt from your food, and it's just like after another, one after another, and you just start to fucking like a tea kettle, you know, like, and you're like, just like, because I've had to deal with like explosive anger issues in my past, especially in trading, just going fucking tilt to where it's like I never broke anything because I'm like, I don't want to fix that, you know what I mean? But I would punch the shit out of the couch or something. Just absolute rage. And I could tell on Monday Chronic was hitting that point because he got fucking slapped first trade. And a loss hurts 2 to 3 times more than a win feels good. Naturally so. We reviewed it, and then yesterday at 100% win rate like I did. And I mean, having 100% win rate certainly helps psychology, right? It's can he help getting slapped in the face a few times. That's something we really need to finesse. I mean, he was locked in, though. He was zoned in. So how did I get better? I would only review bad days, be really good the next day. Then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do this prop firm thing. And I'm like, everybody needs statistics. Everybody's going to have to review. And my thing is, okay, well, if I'm going to lead this thing, I should lead by example. If I'm going to have you guys do it, I need to fucking do it too. And if I want you guys to review every day, I should do it too. So I started reviewing every day. One of my guys named Taco, he built this spreadsheet. It's in some of the older videos. We were using spreadsheets, and I started getting a little better. I don't know if I could dust one off. VIX was also lower too. I'll tell you this: when VIX is higher, it helps. Yeah, when he made that spreadsheet, it was like really grindy, like real tight shit. Forever it seemed. Started reviewing every day. Started getting. Noticed my performance started increasing. Then we obviously built the Tradecraft software because I tried to go with another journal software. They refused to let Sierra charts on. I'm like, that's bullshit because everybody uses Sierra charts, and I thought trade tagging could be done better. So I just happened to have a coder offer to build it for me. Obviously he gets paid and shit. So I'm like, fuck it, let's do this. We need something better than spreadsheets. So I just started tagging every day during the sessions, running a loop timer. This is all stuff I used to do that got me good, and then I got complacent. And I think just doing the process of reviewing the trades, tagging during the session, running the loop timer, checking in with my emotions. Hey, this is not good. Like when I'm like tagging something, for instance, like let me show you. Like right here, if he's tagging confused and he's taking a trade, that's killing him. I can tell you that for a fact. Let's, what is this? I think that's longs versus shorts. So for example, let's look at Chronic's confused trading versus clear trading. So this is where I think this is one of, yeah, see, that's clear trading. When you know what's going on in the price action, you understand what's happening, you're in tune with it, you're like, yeah, I get what's going on. If you're trading confused, which I guarantee this will be down. Yeah, and let's look at his in-betweener. This is where you're kind of like, I'm kind of have an idea of what's happening in the market, but I'm not quite sure. This is the difference. I mean, he'd be up fucking almost $8,000 on clear trading versus being down $6,000 on just not knowing what the fuck is going on. And also when I'm tagging and I'm like, well, that's red, that means bad, this is good. Just tagging shit and seeing the colors and tagging my emotions like this and going, fuck, I'm not okay right now, and just like dialing it back really helped improve my performance. Just that day-to-day looking at it, reviewing it. I'm kind of held accountable because I share all that on coffee. That got me better. And then when I sat down with Chronic, it forced me, trading with him, forced me to really... Also, the volatility is good. Okay, because I can pick up a K pretty quick, whereas when the volatility was bad, it was it could take several trades. Also, the more you go through a regime, that's what also makes trading so hard, is you go through these regimes. Each time you go through a low volatility period to a high volatility period, you learn and you take something away, and then you apply it to the next regime shift. That's what makes trading so hard, is knowing how, identifying a volatility shift, adjusting to it immediately, and knowing what to do. And each time you go through these cycles, you just get better and better. And I had a talk with the Discord guys earlier today. There's just this level I'm at in my trading where it's almost like the snake handlers that milk poisonous snakes. You know, they have that room with all the drawers. And then you pull it out and a fucking black mamba comes out of it striking at you. And the guys that do that job, they just fucking grab it, milk it, put it back in, and then striking at them, and then close the drawer. Next one, fucking snake comes popping out, push it down, milk. You know, there's just a point where you're so desensitized to it, there is no more fear. You just can handle it. I don't know if you guys have ever achieved something so well. Maybe you got really good at a video game and you can just go in there and there's this level of feel. Like when I step into the markets, it's almost like I put a suit on and I just have been doing ES so long that I just have this feel for it. And it definitely is getting stronger. And I think the work is expediting it. The work helped me realize confusion is something I need to clean up. That was the one statistic that was an outlier that it's like, this is fucking killing you. So I make it a goal to try to get that number down every month. Then coaching with Chronic, I'm more zoned in. I'm more of a team guy. I like team sports. I like working with people. Our MOs are very similar, which there's a video called Modus Operandus 2 videos ago. Working with him, I'm more zoned in because he's trading exactly like me. So I'm really trying to talk him through shit. Hey, man, this is going on here, this, that. And I noticed my P&L kind of started to like, it was going up, and now it's starting to make a sharper angle. For now, volatility really helps a lot. Let's see what you guys watch here. Like trading wasn't so relaxed in the past. I still struggle with emotions at times, but it's progressively getting less. I don't know if any of you have ever skateboarded or tried to do a skateboard trick, but you fail a lot when you try a trick. And then it's this like gradual progression to half the time I can do it, half the time I can't, and then it slowly goes into this phase of you're always nailing the trick, but occasionally you'll fuck it up to the point where you virtually never fuck it up. And this is what I like about Chronic's P&L. I told him, I said, hey man, if this account flounders for 3 months, I don't give a fuck. Okay? It may not look good now, but I'm telling you, some of the shit he's learning each week, and he'll go into this zone where he just turns into a machine, and then he's like seeing trades that I'm seeing, and because I don't tell him, hey, I'm putting a long on here or short. I don't want to influence him like that. I'll tell him like after the fact, because I want him to make decisions for himself. It's like, I don't want to tell him exactly how to trade. He needs to see it for himself. I'll help him. Sometimes he'll be wanting to put a trade on. I'm go, no, that's a bad spot. So I'll try to keep him out of trouble where I can. So it's like, you know, the first time you take the training wheels off the bike, he needs to do it, but I need to kind of catch him because I don't want him blowing the account up. This is the longest he's had an account, and if we flounder it for 3 months, 6 months, a year, I don't give a fuck. As long as this thing stays alive, And there's been little things we've been tweaking. Like I noticed he would trade a mini, take a loss, scale to 5 micros, and try to fix that. The problem is he would get into great trades. Had he been on a mini, he'd be up for the day. So now we're just sticking the 5 micros because with one mini, he only gets 3 stop outs and then he's done. And I think that's not enough. Psychologically, him having like 5 stops is going to help. And I kind of need that in my trading as well. Like 3 is too tight. So we made that adjustment going into this week. But helping him, and he's seeing trades and he's like executing better than me at times. Or I'll start to get a little emotional. And then he's like locked in and he's just trading better than me. And trading with him is forcing me to, well, I'm a bit competitive, but also to just be better. Accountability is very beneficial, and I think this is very interesting. I'll have him on the show. He's going to come on tomorrow. It'll be a video, not a stream, most likely. And I'm just going to let him just share what's going on. I think it's interesting. I think there's really something there when you guys can come together, which we're building in the Discord. We're building a team. There's Wave 2 in the Discord. These guys are going into their own chat rooms, their own voices. They're working together, building. And I'm not directly working with them. I'm taking one guy at a time. Okay? But I'll chime in. And a bunch of guys took this MO test, and I had them come on, and I asked them questions about their trading and shit. And one guy's a very systematic guy. I'm not. And now he's building a more systematic approach to his trading. So, I don't know, man. That's kind of a long-winded answer, but that's what I like about these streams. Let's see. The spreadsheet was made around 14 or 15 VIX. Yeah, that's who made it. You seem like you gravitated towards more PA, and I think order flow is helpful. Okay. Somebody asked me, why don't you use profile? I've drawn so many of them over the years that you start to realize their ranges. Like when you draw them or you trade a profile or whatever, the good looking curves are ranges. And when you're trading a profile, you still have to account for price action. I still look at order flow because it gives me the pulse of the market. Is it thick? Is it thin? Are they spoofing? Are they not spoofing? Is it getting stuck a lot? How is the order getting? Am I having a hard time getting filled? Can I get filled well? That is actually on here. This is in the how I make trading decision videos. Order flow observation. Thin with lots of spoofing. Is it one way, meaning they'll hit the offer and then it'll tick up. They hit the bid and then it ticks down and then it keeps doing that. And you're not getting flanking prints. Two way is when buyers and sellers are hitting at the same time. Is it thick with heavy reloading and then I got to make adjustments? So, or I do take account order flow. I like to execute off the DOM. I do like to see the numbers. I like to see if maybe a big trader is chasing. What I realize order flow is context. It will not give you instant edge. It won't. When you see somebody iceberging, that doesn't mean you should just go long, because the market will pop off that iceberg, but sometimes it'll go through and that iceberg's not there and it just dumps. I think everybody can see the order flow. Everybody who trades order flow knows everybody can see the order flow. I think it's gamed. And for me, it's always been price action. I've always looked at it. When I had the Jigsaw Dom up, I always had Auction Vista, which was always a 3-second chart. And I always looked at price action. It's always been about price action. I think price action, no indicators. I think if you look at indicators long enough, you can figure it out. You know what I mean? But personally, for me, there's a million ways to do this. Right? There's just unlimited ways to do it. You know, and pulse check is the most important thing. If I can continuously predict micro movements, in sync with the market. If I'm not able to really predict what's going on and I'm just straight up confused, that is what's killing my performance. And when I look at the other traders' journals who are measuring that metric of confusion, that is also killing their performance. So you guys being very clear about what's going on and only initiating can really be a huge difference. And if that means you're using order flow or VWAP or something, again, order flow has its place. I think there's something else going on subconsciously where I'm looking at it because I've watched those numbers flash for 8 years. My first sim was on a DOM. It wasn't chart trading. And there's something that's probably going on that I can't tell you because it's so deeply in the back of my brain. That there's probably little things happening that I couldn't tell you. Like I heard a thing about Wayne Gretzky, this hockey player, really good hockey player. He could just tell by the way other players' bodies were postured or some look in their eyes what they were probably going to do. It's kind of like that poker thing. There's a tell that maybe I am picking up on, but I don't realize it. So, what's the lowest point in your trading journey, and did you tell yourself? There's been many. There was a point where I wanted to fucking quit. I don't remember how many. I had got consistent. I got consistent for a few months, and then the summertime rolled around, and I was just getting slaughtered. And I'm like, this shit's impossible. So at that point, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I can't do this anymore. This is all this work and effort. Years of my life going down the shitter. I wanted to quit. And the girl I was with at the time, the piece of shit one I talked about earlier in the video, said, hey, you put too much into this to give up. Which is interesting because when all that shit ended, she didn't, it didn't matter. But like at the point, she told me not to. She actually started crying. And I'm like, well, fuck, maybe I shouldn't give up. And then I just kind of went harder. I mean, I think to do this is fucking brutal. This is absolutely a brutal path. It's easier to find people. Like luckily I was cultivating my community at the time. So having other guys to talk to really helps. But I mean, there's been many of times where I'm just getting fucked up. But the more you like dig out of it, and the more you realize this isn't so bad, once you start to get better, the more it doesn't matter. It just trading stings so bad. Like Chronic on Monday, he got slapped. First trade, let me look at it. Yeah, this first one, he lost 212 on micros, I believe. Yeah. Here's the trade. Let's see what happened. He's short here. I remember this. I go, why did you get short here? So he gets short here, and I'm like, all right, I'm just going to kind of let him do this. You can see the stop here. He's short here. Right? Just takes it. And I go, why'd you get short there? Because, like, this change in character didn't pan out well. I think I had already took a trade. And then he gets into this amazing trade, the last one. So at this point, that's another thing, man. Sometimes I'll be down right off the bat, and a lot of traders can't handle that. And I noticed that with Chronic. It hurts too much. It's like if you guys are green, you keep going, you're fine. But if you get fucked up right off the bat, it just sets the tone, and you gotta, like, just just stay in the game, dude. Focus. So we do this long meditation. I try to get him, like, recentered, this hypnosis. And as soon as we come out of it, there's this pink line. He goes, there's a V flush here. And I go, fuck, you're right. And, like, the way he had, like, this confidence in his voice, because there's something else going on a high time frame. I'll show you my trade, and I'll show you his first, but I'll show you mine. So he's like, there's a V flush here. I'm like, you're fucking right. So this is him, like, seeing something, and just, like, the sound in his voice. It's just like, I'm starting to pick up on, like, audio cues where I can tell he just knows. So I'm like, all right, do what's right. And then I'm, like, getting short. I'm like, if you feel it in your heart. And what I'll do is I won't tell him I'm, like, in it. But if I agree on the direction, I say go for it. So he goes short here. I'm already in it, I think. And it starts to work. And then for me, I'm, like, in it. And I notice it's, like, starting to struggle. And I get out, like, somewhere's around here because I'm more skittish with my trading at times. Like, if I'm going to hold something, I better really have a lot of multiple factors of support, a lot of confirmation. There better be a lot of things going on to do that. So for me, it was like tweaking and shit. And I'll show you my trade. And then I'm, like, kind of telling him not to get out, but I'm telling him to get out right here. I'm like, oh, something's happening. There's a change in character. I'm like, I don't want to say, hey, cut this. I need him to make his own trading decisions. Right? And he goes quiet. And remember, he's down. There was another trade before this where I think he was also down. And I think he's just trying to get it back at this point. Oh, and yeah, I think there's something to do with maybe he was on a micro versus a mini. So he's just like, look at him hovering over with his mouse. And then at this point, like, this is different. See these drawings popping up? I'm drawing, we're sharing the Sierra charts. I'm drawing on the chart. So, like, when you look at the, I'm on the other side. We're sharing a Sierra chart because you can do that. So I'm drawing on his chart. I said it might go down. It might continue. And then I'm looking at it. I'm already out of it. And then I start to notice that it's starting to slant up. It's starting to compress here. I'm like, oof. I'm like, you might have this. And then it's starting to fucking dick around here. And then it slaps him. Did he move his stop? He did move his fucking stop. I didn't know that. Comes back in. It's over with at this point. Something changed, and he just takes it. He's pissed. We review it, and then the next day he crushed it, which if we look, here, 100% win rate. I don't know why his shit's all cut up. Let me pull up mine. And let me see what you guys are saying. I've been trading for a while now, and I've been finding some edge. Trading mean reversion on the 5 to 15 seconds. And a clear trending. I blew my account today, losing 4 trades in a row. That said, is there a video about what you're saying, right? Trading clarity and regimen. Kind of. It's fractured and the information's all over the fucking place. I wrote about it. There's a blog on the Tradecraft website where I talk about clarity. Use a spreadsheet or something, or run a loop timer for every 5 minutes or 3 minutes and just write on a piece of paper if you really know what's going on. I'd be interested to know like where you went wrong. Like I'd want to, but that's the thing. I want to hear the sound of your voice on the hard right edge. I want to know like, is your heart rate going up? Shit like that. So here is that same. Let's go to Monday. So here's the same trade on my thing. Let me pull up the screen. V flush, right? I kind of get in it a little. I'm a little more aggressive, and then it's kind of I think I'm up okay or some shit at this point. Let's look. Yeah, I took a $900 loss, recouped it, so I'm up 1,000. Usually I stop trading after 1,000, but when I'm with Chronic, I push it. So I'm not like trying to be greedy or anything. I'm like just trying to lock in a decent move. So at this point, I'm like, man, this thing's really tweaking. So when I'm watching it, it's like, notice this. It's like it's hovering and chopping. It keeps coming back. It keeps coming back. And then I pull it. So it's like, as it's going down, it's like kind of like bouncing. And I'm like, I don't know, my spidey senses are tingling. I guess 8 years of watching ES, you kind of have a feel for it. And I'm like, oh, shit. I need to get out of this. And then Chronic's still in it. This thing's blasting up. And then let me keep going. You saw me draw that pattern on his chart. And then, like, he's getting fucked up. And then there was something we didn't realize that happened. Let me keep going. We didn't realize that this was in a channel overall on the 32nd. And I'm like, shit. But when it started to slant here, I'm like, this does not look right. Let me see what else you guys. So if you got blasted 4 trades in a row on a trend day, that's the problem. If you're good outside of it, I used to suck at trend days. I mean, you gotta just figure. You gotta get fucked up by a few of them, and you better learn from it. I would, if you recorded your sessions, watch that shit till it makes sense. That what you should have done different. You'll get better by doing that. You need to really look at your trading deep and hard when you fuck up, and see if anything can make sense of why you made a mistake. Well said. TCM, TGR, Wave 2, and I've been struggling with self-hypnosis. I can get into calm state. Any advice? You can't get into calm state. Try guided meditations on YouTube. 10-minute sessions. I think Being able to get into that state it's practice. The mind is going to wander. It really is. Maybe go outside into nature and try it. Because maybe your environment you live in is anchored and associated to specific emotions, and that's why you're struggling. Guided meditations on YouTube. Go into nature. If you have a river or something, somewhere nice, try it there. It's just practice, man. Sometimes you won't be able to get into a calm state as quick as you would hope. For me, sometimes it can be so bad you're just going to have to wait the next day. Sometimes taking a nap helps. Sometimes I can pull it off in 10, 20 minutes. For me, I need a good 20-minute, 10-minute meditation, and I can typically get there again. I've done a lot of ice baths, which help as well. It just takes practice. You need to experiment with it. You need to just keep meditating, man. I have a device. Let me get it. I'll be right back. Okay, so this thing's a little pricey, but I think this thing is fucking phenomenal. It's called Neurovisor. You're looking at about $500. So you have this light that sits in front of your face. You wear it like so. Okay. You close your eyes. And then there's this app. And it has all this like meditations or stuff for going to bed. Give me a second. I got a cough. So you listen to headphones and it plays like binaural beats or nature sounds. It depends. There's all these different apps. They're about 11-minute sessions. There's stuff that gets you amped up. There's stuff that calms you down. There's like Gongorian chants, like, like monks. That halo sound. There's a meditation with that. There's all different ones. And this does like a light show. Your eyes are closed, and it looks like it's pretty bright. This is what it looks like. Let me show you. Here, this is a good example. When you close your eyes, it starts to look like this kind of shit. Not as defined. And the patterns start coming in and out. So it gives you, and there's a podcast with the inventor of this who talks about it, and it gives your eyes something to look at when your eyes are closed. And it's weird, man. Apparently it can replicate a mushroom trip. I could see that. But like, these hypnosises are... Oh, another one you can try is the Gateway Experience. I'd write it down. It's free on YouTube. Listen to Wave 1, Track 1, the Gateway Experience. If you're having a hard time like slipping into a deep thing, Gateway Experience is hardcore. Some narcotic shit. It should be free on YouTube. Wave 1, Track 1. That first one is just like... So finding the right tool. This thing this thing is nuts because like I'm kind of reaching this other level of meditation where like you start to see it, and the way the binaural beats are like vibrating in your fucking head and the colors are doing it in your eyes, it's like you feel like you're in a vibrational universe, and I feel my body is almost like slipping out of itself. Kind of like some astral projection shit. So, gateway experience, try that. Let's see. Do you think your trading system can be coded? I am not a coder, and I don't know if it could be. I think there could be technology to help. I'm going to be building out a systematic checklist with the Tradecraft software, and I think that would give a coder a better idea of how to do it. There's a guy who I've interviewed on this channel a few times named Frozen Tundra. I don't think he posts YouTube videos anymore, but he's a coder, and he coded for a lot of other traders. And he never coded for himself. And the reason being is, I don't know, just discretionary trading. He couldn't fully code it. And then he started to do it. And he told me that once you start to code it, it's no longer really your trading. It changes into something else. Because that human equation is taken out. So it is an essence of you, but it kind of becomes its own thing. I think that there could be stuff. I think as I start to systematize my shit and get it more organized through a checklist procedure and working with other traders who know the edge, I think it might get to that level. But it needs to be faster and shit. And that's where we're going to probably need like some technology, really good data, shit like that. How do you determine your position size for each trade? I don't. It's always the same size. That's how I do it. No, if it gets super fucking volatile, like if we're ripping fucking 30 points in a blink of an eye, I'm sizing the fuck down, and it can go from a 12 lot to a 4. It just depends how fucked up because I try to stay around a 3 to 4K drawdown, and if the market is, it depends how quick profit and losses are coming. Volatility. I talked about this off stream, but when we look at Sierra charts, I got these lines every 5 points. So for example, here it's almost 10.5-ish point swings in here. So that gives me an idea of what the volatility is, and then it tightens up to where it's like 2.5 points. And then obviously, in the morning it's very loose, right? You're getting the 10-point swings. 10-point swings aren't a problem to size down. It's when it starts to get really high where it's like, 20, 30, 40 ticks, no problem. Then I need to start sizing the fuck down. There's just a point where it gets too fast, and if it's too fast, I want to wait for moments the market slows down. So those lines are like reference. That's how I gauge volatility. It's just like I can handle quick markets, but there's just a point where it's like, it's just like, it's too much. It's too much. It's too much. And I don't trade it, or I don't trade it. I wait for it to slow down because it always will hit a squeeze point. Or size way the fuck down, because if I'm gonna get blasted 3K in the ass real quick, that's just too much risk, too fast. Do you meditate before all your trading sessions? No, I don't. I do them at night. And I've been using the fuck out of this thing, which is so good. But I do like to do it in nature when I can. So it's bedtime for me. Wake up, trade. Practicing. Is it on the nose? For sure. I had FOMO real bad in Blue account. Spent months on replay watching that over and over and developed anchors to fight as I rewatch. Correct. Remember when I showed you that trade where Chronic got fucked up? This one here. Well, actually, let me just do this. It'll timestamp it right in the right spot. So it's obviously mine, but what we do is there's a video on it. It's called How to Stop Over Trading. Like a year or two old. You look up, because when you look up, this is actually a therapy for people who have PTSD or some trauma. Doctors will have you look up, and it does something with the brain. If you keep your head straight, look up, it's hard to stay angry. And then I get him calm. We listen to delta waves and rainstorms. Put him in a trance. Then I have him replay this video over and over as he's like real calm, listening to delta waves. And then I start to narrate, you didn't take the trade or you cut it. Or I just tell him he did something different. And then he's like kind of like playing it. And then I say, all right, now you rewind it. And then he plays it again and he's fast forwarding it. And I'm like, rewind it again. And then we look up. He closes his eyes. I do a slow hypnosis, get him calm, deep breathing. And I do it like maybe 6 times until. Because when he rewatches it the first time, it pisses him off. And then we watch it multiple times until it just doesn't even fuck with him. Because you got to realize that pattern triggers you. So if that pattern happens again and you didn't reprogram the subconscious mind, it will fuck with you again. I guess everyone learns patience one way or another in this game. That's kind of... Some people never fucking learn it. The guys that show up, trade, click the mouse, and they're done, and then they keep doing it without any of the fucking review work. None of the meditations, none of any type of trying to improve. They never figure it the fuck out. What is it? What is it called? Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again. Let's see. I guess everyone learns. The level of discretionary trading can't be coded. I would agree. Frozen works for Sierra now. I remember talking to him when that was happening. Yeah, Womack is that black lump right there. Are you investing besides trading? No, because I've tried with an options account. No, I don't. There was one point where I wanted to buy fucking... God, it was like a year or two ago. I wanted to buy S&P. It was in a range for like 2 years or some shit after COVID. And I was telling everybody, I'm going to buy this motherfucker. I needed to retrace. And I was going to buy it in the next day or two. And then it just started exploding to all-time highs, and I'm like, fuck. Real estate. That's it. So I do have a rental unit. That, to me, because I used to be in real estate, to me, that is just, I rather put the money there than in fucking markets. They're so volatile. Me being a scalper, I don't like that fucking overnight risk. So that started doing a little bit of gold. That's it. And yeah, I don't put it in the markets because I just don't know what to do, where to do it, how to do it. I could buy S&Ps and hold it, but at the same time, since I trade S&Ps every day, it would be fucking driving me nuts. Yeah, it's just, that's it. For me, it's real estate, which the returns are obviously not super amazing. And it's paying the principal off as quick as I can. Get the next one. Because what if I can't trade it anymore? What if something happens? I do want to position myself to where if something happens, I can get away from this. Because as much as I love this, I want to continue to do this. Man, I know I'm not invincible. I know I'm pretty decent at it, but god damn it, you've heard of those big fucking guys that have lost, had great track records, and then they just blow it the fuck up one day. It just takes that one fucking day. And a few weeks ago, this almost happened to me. I got into a big drawdown, and I could have got fucked up. It takes that one day, and if that one day turns into 2 days, you can just blow it the fucking hell out. So, what's safer than this? And for me, that's real estate. Even though I know the markets could probably downturn or some shit, but whatever. You know. Are you in, let's see, how much do you make weekly on average? We can fucking look. We'll take a look. I don't really like that question, but we'll look at it. I don't think it really matters. Okay, we need to go to last week. Hold on. Let me make sure there's a bug on here with commissions. Let me make sure they're on. And we don't know how to replicate it. We'll go through a few weeks. We'll go through March. It depends on the environment. It's been good because of volatility. This is last week. 19 Wait, is this last week? 24th to the 25th or 20. Oh, wait. That's March. Yeah, March 24 to March 28th. 93 right here. Last week was a bit of a battle for me. Prior week 10, 6, 7, 8. The next one 11, 204. Again, this is March. Good volatility, 14095. I think this was where I got in a real big fucking trouble on this trade, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look at it. What's the MFE on it? Oh, yeah, 11. This one almost got out of hand here. Yeah, there it is. I just started giving up on it. That one almost blew me the fuck out bad. You can see the MAE on it. But, I mean, you go look at something like December or some shit. It all fucking sort of... I think this is before the volatility got nuts. Look, for that week, $2,000, 2,400. Whew. That week was 6,200. Man, that's some turbulent shit. What happened? I was just fucking fighting that day, I guess. And then 16 through the 20th, 87. And then Christmas week ain't gonna have shit. 3. Let's go back November, maybe. 6,500. Well, I don't like this question usually. You know, it's like, what does it matter? 78. Oh my, I remember that. 500. This is when I took a 10K slap. It was an A+ trade. I went for it. I was going to risk it, and it did not work. And then the next week, 35. But you got to realize I'm like working out of a fucking a problem at that point. Let's take a look at when did I recoup that. So it took a full week. I didn't recoup it that week. And then you got to go to December 6th. Still quite not out of the hole. Then you got to go to like the 13th. Took about over 2 weeks to get out of that. So there you go. Let's see. Insanity, hey, FC will be available. Yeah, this will be up. Damn, that's a lot of what? Trades? Bro, your equity curve looks like the higher time frame of the S and the P. Yeah, the thing is, it's interesting because when you like look at it, because the developer's like, your equity curve's disgusting. This is since I've been using the journal. Every trade's in here. You can click and it'll take you right. It's 500 trades. Like I can just like click here and it'll take me to these. Which I don't, oh, that was a mistake. Yeah, that's what it looks like without. I mean, it looks really good, but I mean, if you kind of like analyze it like week by week, I definitely get into fights, man. Like, let's go to like October or some shit. I definitely get into fucking fights. Let's go to October 14th. Why is that not showing up? What, we not trade for a fucking week or some shit? Oh, wait, maybe that's because we were still on the spreadsheet at that point. Let's actually go here. We can go to date and figure out when the first November 6th. Let's go to like, yeah, let's oh, wrong shit. Let's go to let's do something like January maybe 13th. I mean, look, I do get into fights and shit. You know, this is the whole week. You know, if we break it down, we're like struggling. Like, let's see this session. Okay, yeah, this session. Down 600, up 600. Down 900, up 12. Down 1,000, up 150. So we're in the hole. There's a bug here. Up 1,000, down 2,400. Up 1,000, up 1,800, up 1,000. What day is that? That is... I'm blind. I know it's telling me what fucking date it is. Oh, it's the 13th. So we go look at, like, the 13th, you know. Well, I mean, look. We were up 1,300. But I fought my fucking dick off, you know? That's what you kind of aren't seeing. Then we go to the next day. Look, bump, down. Down 2,500, fucking up 1,000. I was having problems on that session, too. There's like these sessions where I'm like... It's literally the last trade that made the difference. The 15th... I mean, up a little, like $253, so that was like a 2-tick win. Then down 693, down 4, and then we just slowly grind out to above 1,000. Typically, I'm like to be done at about a K. Now that I trade with Chronic, it pushes me harder. This session really kind of didn't, you know, we were just doing fine, no problem. Sometimes you get the easy ones. What is that? The 16th. Then we go to 17th. I mean, fuck. It was a red day. I walked away with getting hit on the fucking tip of the dick of my head. There you go. So, I'm like, all right, I'm fucking done. I was fighting. I don't know what happened this day. Well, you can see there's quite a few yellow trades, a lot of management issues. I'm actually interested. This 17th, right? Let's see what the fuck other stats might be showing up. A lot of emotions. A lot of emotions were in it. 3 confused trades, which killed me. So, yeah, I mean, once you like start to dissect this thing, this equity curve trade by trade or day by day, it's really not as like... I'm really fighting a lot. It's not like it's like this woo. No, there's problems. Like this one took 2 weeks to get out of, and then volatility starts to kick in. Like if we go to, let's look at what is it? Date. I think volatility was February something. Mid-February we started going in the 20 VIX. So, you know, now it's starting to have this more vertical look, but I'm also pushing it a little more because for me it was like, okay, I'm done. Yeah, it's tradecraft.club. It's my journal that we built. We're going to roll out a free version at some point, but you're not going to be able to tag. You're not going to be able to do this. It'll be a dashboard with widgets on it. But yeah, you got your book of charts and shit in here. We need to kind of fix it a bit. Does it... Okay, so the thing about it working with the videos, what you do is you record. Let me show you how it works. Today's the 2nd, all right? So it's pretty slick. Let's erase this. Okay, so what you do is you get the video URL, just a point of it, right? So I put that in. Let me pull up the recording. Let me pull up the recording of... Is this it? You want to record the beginning of Tradecraft because there's a clock down here in seconds. 12:05:34. Okay? So then I'm going to come in... So I'm going to go 12:05... Oops. Because you need the seconds. 12:05:34. Let me make sure that this video is the right URL. You take this, and then you just stick it in here. Record tradecraft because you need the seconds. You don't need it, but it'll cause a problem. So I think it's 12:05:34. Add it. There it goes. You go to your daily trades, and it'll play right as I enter the trade. So what I can do is I can go, hey, start playing 5 seconds beforehand. You can toggle off autoplay if you wish. Let me go to the prior day, come back. And then now it's going to take 5 seconds for that to play. There's the trade placed. I need to put up yesterday's session, but if we go to March 31st, you'll see the trades come on. Look, one trade came on right there. Trade 2. Trade 2, there it is. Trade 3, another long. Let's go to trade 4. It's a short, so you should see it turn red. And then the trade will get placed. There you go. There's a short. And it's 5 seconds before the trade is initiated. So that's all you do is you just put in the URL and then every trade you go to. So when you're looking at your equity curve, what's cool about our equity curve is you can just click. I mean, this is too big at this point. And I'm going to wrap up the stream here in a minute. But put on your markers. Whatever trade you want to see, click it. It goes right to it. You can watch it. Some screenshots. There's a widget called Book of Charts. We're making it a little better. It's down here. So let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. And then, so you add a new widget. It will be this book one. You click that. It'll show me all my screenshots and videos. I'm going to do one column. And if I don't want to see the videos, so I can filter my trades. This is what's actually cool. So let's look at just screenshots, hide empty. And then I want to look at trades where I need to hold more. So I have a tag called hold more. So this is showing me only the trades where I should have held more. And it's usually going to be the last screenshot. Let's do this. So I can look at this trade. My entry, my exit, ideal exit. And then I can look at every trade where I should have held more. Let's get rid of the date. There should be quite a few of them. Yeah. These are all the trades where I should have held more. Now I have my book of charts. And I can quickly, like this one, expand it. Ideal exit. So I just needed to hold it a little bit more there. And then I thought I wasn't going to use this feature, but now we use it a lot. So yeah, that's how that works. It's going to get a lot fucking better. We're going to introduce a better filtering system. Let me show it to you before I go. There's a lot of things we need to do better. Is this it? I don't fucking know where the fuck it is. But basically, where is it? What is today? I think this is it. Here? No. Whatever. I'll just kind of leave it at that. Let me go to my system. There you go here. So you're going to be able to build a system like this with a checklist, and as you check your tags, we're going to implement a node system like this. So you're going to be able to build filters like this using these kind of nodes where you just create it and you connect them, and then you can filter shit out like that. I think checklist is huge, but there's a lot of little shit we need to do. It's definitely effective as is. Obviously, you can create your tags. You know, you have tags for just the daily session. So these tags are daily only. And then I have intraday tags. And then I have loop timer tags. So you'll see these flash for my loop timer. We're going to refine the loop timer. It should be a little better. But again, we're building it and living in it as we're still building it. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that. This will be every Wednesday. This was way fucking longer than I wanted. 2 fucking hours. God damn it. I'll see you guys.